Hey guys, Paradise here. Arekkz is away this week, so I am back again to do the Friday's reset video. We're going to check out all the stuff he has for sale, what's worth getting, what's worth skipping, and of course if you like this video, if it helped you, hit that like button. We super appreciate it. It really helps the video out. And if you aren't subscribed, subscribe for more Destiny 2 content, as well as other games that we do on the channel. So let's jump right into it. So guys, this week Xur is in Nessus, so if we open up the director, we can see exactly where to get to him. So you want to go to Watcher's Grave, which is here on Nessus. You want to teleport there, and you basically just have to go and run up this tree. It's not that hard to find him. You guys will definitely be able to figure it out. Before we actually look at Xur's inventory, I just want to quickly say we're doing a giveaway down in the description for an Xbox One X. Every single way to enter in the giveaway is free, so you can basically have a really good chance of winning this Xbox One X for free in the link in the description of this video. So definitely click that and see if you are going to be lucky enough to win it, because one of you guys has to win, so why not let that be you? Anyway guys, let's jump into Xur's inventory. So the first thing on Xur's inventory is of course the weapon, and this week it is the Prospector, which, if you've been disappointed in the weapons week after week from Xur, you're still going to be disappointed this week. I will say that the Prospector has some potential. Its effect, Excavation, is actually pretty bad, to be honest guys. You don't want to be holding down the right trigger. You don't want to be delaying those grenade explosions. It just doesn't work very well. But people have in the past made some pretty good use out of this gun due to its large magazine size by using it as like a point blank grenade launcher, an impact grenade launcher, essentially kind of like a fusion rifle. So if you guys want to do that, you can. It's definitely got potential, but it's really not going to be one of the top tier exotic weapons. But it's a decent grenade launcher if you really like grenade launchers. If we have a quick look at the perks, we can see it's got that volatile launch for that greatly increased blast radius, slightly decreases handling speed and projectile speed. So the blast radius is really big on this gun, which is why it's good as a point blank explosion gun. It also has the augmented drum, which is the greatly increased magazine size and the decreased reload speed. Of course, that's why it has 8 magazine size, which is why it's pretty good for this weapon. Those two perks are really the thing that makes this gun so good, the big magazine size and the large explosive radius. And then of course it has holding down the trigger will fire this at full auto, which you don't want to do because holding down the trigger will activate the perk of this gun, which will not detonate the grenades, so you really want to fire it one at a time if you want to make the most use out of this gun. And then it has the hand laid stock for increased stability, which is pretty decent, but it's a grenade launcher, so the stability isn't going to help too much. So then if we move on to the next exotic, we have the Foe Tracer for the Hunter. Now this is actually a decent exotic for the Hunter. The perk on it is to visually mark targeted enemies and deal more damage to low health marked enemies. Now let's talk about this in PvP. In PvP, the damage is not going to make any difference if you got them that low. I think it's about 5%, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Then you get a ramped up damage increase from 1 to 30% as they get down to that last 1% HP. But the visually marked enemies is what makes it good in PvP. You can see them around corners, so you know when they're going to peek you and stuff like this. So it's good in PvP if you want that bonus, but it's really not one of the best PvP items, so I couldn't recommend it for that. However, in PvE, this is actually a really nice exotic for hunters. The visually marked targets isn't going to be that great in PvE, but the more damage to low health marked enemies is really good, and it's going to help you on those yellow health bar enemies where you're going to see huge damage increase as they get lower. Now, unfortunately, this is only going to really apply to the yellow health bar enemies, as all the other ones are going to die too quickly for it to really matter. But on those yellow health mark enemies, it makes quite a large difference. So for PvE, I would recommend this if you don't have it. For PvP, if you want that visually marked target so you can see where they are behind walls, it's a good one if you don't have anything better for PvP. So then if we move on to the next exotic for the Titan, we have the Insurmountable Skull Fort, which is a must-have, a must-buy for the Titan. Guys, if you don't have this and you're a Titan, get it, pick it up, don't miss it, this is a good one. First of all, we're going to talk about the kills with arc melee abilities, trigger health regeneration and restore melee energy. This is basically giving you infinite grenades as a pulse grenade Titan in the arc subclass. You definitely want to get this, it's definitely worth buying, so I would definitely pick up this exotic. Next up we have the Wallach Exotic, which is the Eye of Another World, and this is a pretty meh exotic if we're honest. The perk of this weapon is Cerebral Uplink, highlights priority targets and improves the regeneration of your grenade, melee and rift abilities. The highlighting priority targets is really quite useless, but the other stuff is is decent. I mean, it does what it says. It's a decent exotic if you don't have anything better or any better synergy exotics to go with your build, so it's pretty meh. It's worth having if you don't have it. You can get this in the story mode of the game, so you probably already have it, but if you don't, and you don't have a great exotic for your Warlock, then I would definitely pick this one up. That's been all for this week, guys. If you enjoyed this video, if you liked everything that we had to say, if you want more Destiny 2 content and other games, do hit subscribe on the channel. Don't forget about the giveaway in the description of this video. Also, I've been Paradise. My information will be in the description if you want to come check me out over on Twitch or on YouTube. Appreciate all of you guys watching. I hope you have a lovely day. We'll be back again next week with more Xur videos, and of course the reset videos and any more videos in between. And we'll see you guys next time.